right, everybody. I was thinking over the past week, what am I going to talk about that's going to be relevant to everybody in this room? We've got all types of people involved in so many aspects of real estate. I want to thank each of you for what you're doing in the residential real estate market. You are literally opening doors to people's homes. And in order to do that, you need to have a solid foundation yourselves. I'm going to talk about credit score because it matters for every aspect of getting financing, funding for your loans, for your properties, projects, no matter what you do. And even if you're not investing in real estate, I know we've got a roofer in the house, you would want to have a better credit score for the rest of your life. I'm going to tell you about it today. If we look at what's happened to mortgages over the long run, credit scores have trended up from around 700 to the mid to 740-ish range over the past couple of decades. That being said, the low point is around 649 and the high at 798. You can see that's sort of where most mortgages are originated. The higher your score, the better the deal you're going to get. The best scores are 780 and up, and that's going to get you the absolute best rates. You're going to get low discount points. You're going to have bankers fawning all over you. That's what you want if you're looking for funding, okay? And if you have a 600-ish score, some programs allow 600, some are minimum 620, some are 640, some are 700 for some investment property loans. No matter, even if you meet the minimum, you want to be higher than that to get better pricing. The rates are higher, the lower your credit score. Going on, so what matters to credit score? One of the frustrating things about this whole thing is it's not run by the government. This is a private company, Fair Isaac Corporation. FICO score, FICO, Fair Isaac. They do not release their exact algorithm. They do not tell us what goes into the score. They don't give us the formula. It's a math formula. However, many people in finance have dissected this over time and come up with this set of factors that contribute to the score. Number one, payment history, and then debt burden, how long you've had credit, the mix of credit types that you've got, and whether you've been applying for credit recently. I'm going to talk about each of those in a little detail. I'll be quick. Payment history. You must be on time every time with your debt payments. You might think it's no big deal to be a day late. It is an urgent crisis if I lend you money and you don't pay me back on time. You have to be on time every time. Not a day late, not a week, not an excuse that the bank messed up and got my payment, will auto pay, blah, blah, blah. I hear it all. This is what's going to make your credit score high. If you want that 800 score, get the best rates, you have to be on time every time with every credit payment. The further back that problem is and it fades in the past, like year minimum, if you have a late payment, that's what you're looking. If you want late payment, you got a problem for a year. Okay? Yeah.
Just one quick clarification. You got to be less than 30 days late. Because a lot of people flip out, like if they missed their credit card payment by a day, and that doesn't get reported.
That actually does. The 0 to 30s are counted. So you want the 800, you're not going to get there with a 1 day late one. A 0 to 30 is less paying, a 31 to 60, a 61 to 90, they all get worse, aggressively worse. After 90 goes to collections, worst case. If you have an old delinquent account and it shows up on your credit, be careful about paying it right away. If you have an old delinquent account that's damaging your credit, you know that's why you have a 600 score, talk to a lender, talk to one of us. We all can help you look at that. Anybody in this space and kind of give you advice. You're going to need specific advice before. If you pay, the reason I'm pointing this out, the history matters when you go and pay it. If you make a payment today on a delinquent account, it shows as currently delinquent, even though it was like a year or two ago. So be careful. If you have delinquencies in your past, make sure you talk to a professional before acting on it. Debt burden. This is another one that I find that people don't understand. The credit card company gives you a limit of $10,000. It does not mean you can keep a balance at $10,000. You can, they'll legally allow that, but you've exceeded their real expectation. Their expectation is that you're going to use about 30% of the credit limit. Anything over that is going to ding your credit a little bit. Use around 30% of your credit limit on your cards, and if you do go up to a large amount, let's say you got a big purchase, you can get those airline miles, go on vacation, get all this stuff going on, go ahead and pay it off pretty quickly. Pay it off within the same month, before the month end. Creditors, like the banks, like Capital One, for example, would report at the end of the month, every month, to the credit bureaus. So try to get those in before end of month. You can make more than one payment a month on your credit card to lower that balance. Don't hold let's say you've got this problem right here, and you're at almost $10,000, but you've got like 8 or 9,000 you've been saving up in the bank. Go ahead and take that 8 or 9 and pay at least 6 or 7 off on that credit card. So save your interest and boost your score. Length of time matters. The best case is you've got credit accounts open for several years that are all clean, no late payments, 7 years. Do not close an unused credit card. You paid that thing off to zero, you're all excited, don't call the 800 number and cancel it. Just keep it open. Keep it open with a zero balance. That shows that every month is zero, and then once every 3 or 6 months, use it for a lunch here at Hickory Tavern, and you'll show that it's active and keep that account alive. Next thing you know, you have an account with a zero balance or $20 balance on occasion with a $10,000 limit, and it's been open for 20 years. That's going to get you to the 800 score. Credit mix. If all you have is one credit card, and it's in good standing, it's still not going to get you to the top level. The banking system wants to see that you can handle different types of loans. I don't like car loans, but it helps. I think car loans are kind of a fool's play generally, but if you have a car loan, it's in good standing, great. And you got a mortgage on your personal residence, you got a HELOC, you have a personal loan from the bank for something, student loans, medical debts that you've sorted. Having a variety of credit is actually considered a good thing. And if you don't have all those needs, have more than one credit card. So at least have 2 or 3 cards or a store card from maybe one of your favorite retail stores. With the store cards, be careful. You have like a $500 credit limit. You buy it like at the Gap, maybe a $50 shirt. Pay the $50 shirt off right away. Do not carry balance on those kind of cards. Just don't. I've seen that mess up applications. So don't carry balance on the small balance credit card, but it helps with your mix. And new applications for credit. This is the last item. It's the smallest thing. People come to me with all those problems. They've been late on their payments. They got a delinquent account, a charge off for a car that crashed, and then they come to me and say, but I don't want you to run my credit because you're going to hurt my credit by pulling. I'm like, okay, come on. Like, this is the smallest item, and it goes away pretty quickly. But when you apply for credit, you're signaling. This is all about signaling to the bank your behavior. You're signaling, hey, I need money. Well, they don't want somebody who needs money. They want somebody who's got plenty of money already. So when you're signaling that you need money, it's an indication that their credit needs to go down a little bit because I don't know what's going on there, why they need money. New applications for credit ding you a little bit. And if you think about that, and I said it goes away quickly, if you're not looking to get a mortgage right now in the next few months, go ahead and apply for another credit card. Find one with great terms, and maybe a sign-up bonus. Do that now when you're not ready. Yes, Nicole?
What would the average ding be? We always hear the word ding.
Date?
Ding. When you say ding, what on average?
Oh, I'm saying on this one would be like 10 points. So like you would go from 800 to 790 if you got a new mortgage pulled. And if you are shopping for a mortgage within a window of time, approximately 30 days, you can go to all 3 of us and apply at all 3 of us. You're going to get one, it'll be treated as one hit, one charge to your credit score, if you will.
Within how many days?
30 days.
So within 30 days is considered one pull.
Correct, considered one pull, so that they know you're going to shop around, see who's got the best rates, or you applied with me and you don't like my old blue shirt, and I don't know, Trey's looking sharper today, so you want to call him. Whatever the reason is my point. It doesn't matter. You want to, most likely you're going to shop on price and rate, okay? And then don't be afraid of shopping around. In fact, I encourage it. You want to make sure the different people have different approaches and different skills and different prices. So what's their steps to success? And I'll wrap up. I've taken more time than I expected. Run your own credit on annualcreditreport.com. It will not give you a score, but it'll show you all the facts. And you can sort it out. You need to be cognizant of everything on there and fix the problems yourself. Clear up disputes with lenders. Clean up any of the errors that you find. Maintain those credit card balances. And then you get the 800 score. Thank you.